Joining me right now is Congressman Spencer Bachus, who is the ranking member of the House Committee on Financial Services. Congressman, welcome. Good to have you here today.
Thank you.
You know, I'm struck by listening to some of your colleagues talk about the meeting that went on. We all know that President Obama ran on a platform of bipartisanship, of working together, of putting the smartest ideas out there and not really caring whether they come from Republicans or Democrats. So it strikes me that this is an extremely important moment to set the tone for his presidency, that he stands by that. Do you have any confidence that he would, even potentially veto a bill if he didn't like the amount of spending that was in it, or it didn't have the cuts or the tax cuts that he wanted to see?
Well, we appreciate him coming. He was listening, and it's a start. What we hadn't seen is the House Democrats, and he agreed that we'd been shut out of the process. We did reach some common ground, and I think moving forward that will help. He promised to continue to listen. He promised to give us input, which down the road could mean a veto. He actually said borrowing and spending got us into this problem, as we have said, and that can't be the ultimate solution. So that we did come together on several areas of agreement.
Is there any talk of spending cuts as part of all of this? You know, to ask the states, before we give you money to stimulate your economies, you must convince us that you are cutting out some of the unnecessary spending that's happening in your state. Anything, is that part of the conversation?
Well, in fact, the president said, if we do this, I can assure you that we're going to address entitlement reform. He realized that, our spending is unsustainable. He says he worries as much as we do about the deficit and the debt. And he did promise, he said, this is something I don't want to do, but I feel like I have to do under the circumstances. And what we're trying to guide the president toward is letting individuals, small businesses, make those spending decisions and not the federal government. Because I think there's no denying it, whether you're a Democrat, the president, or a bystander, that this is a massive transfer of wealth from the private sector to the government, and that really scares us.